what's exciting about where we are in Devon and mental health? So we had we had some staff sessions, but staff are still trying to understand. You can understand, I have 6 months of resistance and I want my staff to get it now. And that doesn't happen, does it? They will take their own time. So some staff are like, oh, but what's a tool? So what do I need to do? And that's where we are. So we started a very, very exciting journey in October, when Deacon Bettinger, some of you might know about him. So he is a well-known Tree Principles educator. And he learned from Sydney Bank. So he and my friend Natasha, both of them have started this training for some of my staff. And I am looking at evaluating that. So we had some baseline questionnaires about how staff are doing. So we had this 3 days, whole days of training, and we are going to have monthly follow-up. After that, we'll see how the staff are doing, but it doesn't stop there. Then we will be sharing this with patients. I know I have been doing this already, but for staff to be doing this with patients would be amazing. And we are in a very early phase of this research, but staff have been telling me, at least a couple of staff have been talking about how it feels good, how it feels okay not to know the answers, because I stopped playing the expert anymore. I don't have all the answers to my patient's problem. I honestly don't. But in the past, I thought I can't say that. I'm the consultant. I'm supposed to have the answer for the problems. And I know it's okay to say, I haven't got a clue. And so I have been having these conversations with some of my staff, and they're seeing it from time to time, and at times they get lost. But I am the same. I get lost. So it's not like you come across the principles and you stay awake all the time and you are doing going around feeling peaceful and happy and smiling all the time. And maybe that happens. And when that happens, we say, oh, but I don't want this feeling to go away. Stop. And the thing is, I was there too. I had that lovely, lovely feeling, and I just wanted to float in the cloud and be like that and go around and just smiling and happy and content. And I realized that there's so much to be grateful for being human. This human experience we're having is supposed to be rich. It's supposed to be having all those good stuff and connecting to the source of who we truly are, but also getting caught up in our humanness, getting angry, getting scared, getting insecure, all sorts of things. And I'll put my hand up and I say, I still get lost in my thinking. And then I go, guilty. And I should be saying this. But at the same time, I know now what I didn't know then, that this is a matter of time. And when my thinking clears, my state of mind will go from being down there to just lift up, and I don't have to do anything. And see, I didn't know this, so how could I point my patients not to get scared of their depression? How could I tell my patients to not be scared about the paranoid thinking? Because I also bought into it in the past. But now, from where I am, I know there's no them and us. There's no patients with mental illness, and there's the sane people in this room, or myself, a psychiatrist. We are all the same. We are exactly all the same. And I believe this to be true. And I always say this to my patients. I might not have a diagnosis of mental illness, but I also have my ups and downs. But I knew that, but I didn't realize they had got this wisdom. I thought patients with severe mental illness can't have wisdom, and how wrong I was. That was my greatest insight. And from this place, I know that mental health services will change. I'm not going to be out there and saying, look, you guys, you have been doing all wrong and you have to change now. Stop doing everything you're doing. I think that's not the way. That's really not the way. It's almost like be the change you want to see. And I know that you don't have to try hard to be anything different than where you are. And my teachers told me, Rani, stop. You don't have to try to stop using tools and techniques. When the time feels right, you'll know that you don't have to rely on them and they will fall off. And this is what's happening to me. I know if I don't if I don't use any tool or technique, I'll still be okay. I don't have to say breathe. I don't have to say do this. I don't need to do anything. I could do it, but even if I don't do that, I do have access to this place we're talking about. Whatever you call it. The name is not important. They are just jargons. I got caught up in the jargons big time. Please don't do that. So if you're getting a good feeling, I don't know how many of you are getting a good feeling, but if you're feeling calm or if you're feeling okay, you are getting something. You don't have to use the words that Ian or myself or anyone else is using. Use your own words. And you have been using it. And you have been guided by wisdom. And I have been too, even before 2.5 years. But now I have a language, some sort of understanding. And I trust that I don't have to be at the front and leading for the mental health services to change anything, to try to be any different, to make you guys say, wake up, guys, you know what, you're missing out on the 3 principles. This is what you... No, you don't need that. It just happens by itself. The very fact that you guys are in this room, you are here for some reasons. I was talking to someone when I came in, and they said that you said that you didn't know about this at all. Someone just told you, you felt right, you just came here. And this might be the same for all of you. You might have a good clue. Oh, I'm a coach, so I need to learn tools, or you need to learn how to use the 3 principles, right? Or you might be just curious. And you might say, I'm not sure I'm still getting it. But the thing is, we have already got it at some level. And the only thing that can stop us is a thinking that I haven't got it. No, it can't be that simple. Come on, it can't be that simple. Tell me more, tell me more. And this is what my patient said as well. He said, Rani, is too simple. It's so simple that we sort of ignore it. And for me, that's so profound. Suddenly, I'm rejoicing in the ordinary. Before, it had to be extraordinary moments for me to be happy, or I need to do something different for me to be in a certain state of mind. And I realized that it's not true anymore. I could just be me. I could just be lying in bed, looking, with a bed head and no makeup on. And I could still connect to that good feeling. And guess what? If you have a sense about that for yourself, you don't need to know how to use this with your clients. When you just show up, and that's the power of presence, they'll get something. And you might be getting something right now, and I think that's a lovely place to stop for tea and coffee. Is it okay? Thank you.